over with for YNW Melly. He finna get life in prison without parole, and I'ma tell you why. His co-defendant YNW Bortland just accepted a 16-year plea deal, and he did it with a smile on his face. Now, we all know he was facing 5 life sentences. His future was looking dim, but within the past hour, he accepted one hell of a plea deal. And once the news broke, everybody's mad, everybody's upset, everybody's calling him names. He's a snitch, he's a rat, he's a coward, he betrayed Melly. I don't feel that way, because I don't feel like Bortland did anything wrong. Let's look at the facts of the case. Him and YNW Melly was arrested for double murder. They said Melly was the trigger man. They said Bortland helped after the fact. And when Melly went to trial, he blamed everything on Bortland. His lawyer was like, Bortland's the perpetrator. Bortland the only person who could be the trigger man. My client is innocent. So if Melly threw him under the bus when he went to trial, why should he look out for YNW Melly? Because I'm going to tell you the real reason why a lot of you guys are upset. Y'all got too much faith in street niggas. Y'all think just because a nigga street, he got honor, he got morale. I'm here to say that is false. I'm here to tell you that's a myth. Most street niggas are rats. Most street niggas are selfish. Most street dudes is looking out for themselves. How you think we got so many informants on the streets? How you think the detectives know everybody's nickname? His real name Ray, but they call him Lil Ray Ray. His real name Greg, but they call him G Money. How you think the police know that? It ain't ordinary people giving them that information. It's street niggas, aka informants. So when I first found out that the state offered YNW Bortland 16 years when he was facing 5 life sentences, I was like, you gotta take that. That's a no-brainer. You get 5 years time served. You only 26. You knock them 5 years out. You still got the rest of your life to live. You can get married. You can have kids. You can start a business. His life is not over. He couldn't afford to take that gamble. Now, I see a lot of people on the internet, man, I would have held it down for Melly. I'm facing 5 life sentences. They offered me 16 years. I tell the police, fuck them. Y'all full of shit. Y'all snitching for less. I done seen the first 48. I done seen the way you street niggas get down when y'all get in the interrogation room. Soon as the detective start asking you questions, you start shaking back and forth. You put your arms in that shirt. I'm like, oh, this nigga finna tell. You ask for a cigarette. You ask for a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. And before you know it, you in there running your damn mouth. So I don't buy the bullshit. I don't buy when you street niggas say y'all ain't telling, you solid. Y'all gonna do the exact same thing that YNW Bortland did. And let's be honest about this whole situation. Do you think Melly will do the same thing for him? Do you think if they gave Melly this 16-year plea deal when he's facing 5 life sentences, do you think he'll take it to trial because he don't want to hurt YNW Bortland case? I don't think he will. I think Melly is selfish. I think he's self-centered. And a lot of people want to see Melly free because he had a couple of hit songs. Because the nigga can sing on key and auto-tune. If you indeed murder your friends, you deserve to be behind bars. I don't want to see a double murderer free. That's insane. But a lot of people think because he got talent. A lot of people think because he was a celebrity, they hoping he walk free. But what if it was your family? What if it was your loved ones who got gunned down in the back of a damn vehicle? Would you want his killer free because he can sing good? That's my only problem with you guys. But anyway, guys, YNW Bortland was in court. He accepted the plea deal. And I'm going to play that clip. And we're going to break everything down because it gets very interesting. Take a listen to this. Let's go.
All right, so Mr. Henry, listen, I'm going to put you under oath and ask you some questions, okay? It's only going to be as it relates to the state's offer, and it's only as to make sure that you understand the state's offer and you understand the charges that you're facing here. We're not going to talk about anything else, so just listen to my questions and answer the questions, okay? Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, all truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, you can put your hand down. Please state your full name. How old are you? How far did you go in school? Do you read and understand the English language? Are you presently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol? Have you ever been treated for a mental illness? Are they giving you any medication in the jail right now?
Right. Wait a minute, let's stop it right there. Because it tripped me out how these so-called gangsters behave themselves in the courtroom. When they on the streets, they loud, they rah-rah, they mean mugging everybody. They talking about what they gonna do to people. They get in that courtroom, voice get light. They start talking like Michael Jackson. You can barely hear what he's saying. Yes, sir. Yes, your honor. I'm 26. I finished 12th grade. What's up with the Michael Jackson voice now? I thought you was a R. See, a lot of niggas fold under pressure. When that judge got that robe on and your life is in his hands. Now y'all know how to behave yourselves. But when y'all in them Section 8 projects, you then whoop a nigga ass for stepping on your shoe. That's what I don't respect about street dudes. Because I always say street dudes are not stupid. I grew up around street dudes. I be around them all the time. They are some of the most brightest people. If you get a street dude one-on-one and y'all just start chopping it up, you will see how smart they really are. But they play this role. They act like single mothers, finger snapping, neck rolling, all in the projects, doing all that crazy shit because they in groups. Get a street nigga one-on-one and he'll show you his true side. Them niggas be into all type of things. Vehicles, cars, music, documentary, production, opera. Them niggas be into everything. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. But anyway, let's continue.
How are you feeling this morning? Your head is clear? You understand what's going on? All right, so Mr. Henry, listen, you got two cases. I'm going to go one at a time. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, right now, you're charged as follows. Counts 1 and 2 is murder in the first degree with a firearm. Those are capital felonies, which means it's a mandatory life sentence. If the jury convicts you of count 1 or count 2 as charged, that's life in Florida State Prison. I have no discretion. Count 3 and count 4 are accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree. Those are each first degree felonies. The maximum penalty for each of those is 30 years in Florida State Prison. Okay? In your other case, which is case number 23-10643 CF10A, you're charged as follows. Count 1 is tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State Prison. All right, as the maximum penalty. Count 2 is directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first degree felony punishable by life. So the maximum penalty there is also life in Florida State Prison. Count 5 is conspiracy to commit tampering. And again, as it's charged, that is also a life felony. The maximum penalty is life in Florida State Prison. And lastly, count 7 is unlawful use of a two-way communication device. As that's charged, it's a second degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State Prison. So right now, as to all the charges that you're facing, the maximum possible penalties are as follows. It's life in Florida State Prison, followed by 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 75 years in Florida State Prison. Do you understand the charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? Okay. So, Mr. Henry, the state is telling me that they're extending an offer to you, and the offer is as follows. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, they're going to null pros or drop counts 1 and 2, both first-degree murder charges. Okay? And in exchange for that, as to counts 3 and 4, in that case, the accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree, you're going to plead no contest to both of those. And as to the 4 counts in case number 23-10643 CF10A, you're going to plead no contest to all 4 of those counts. And in exchange for all of that, the state is offering that I would adjudicate you guilty and sentence you to the bottom of your sentencing guidelines, which is 195.45 months, about 16, it's a shade over 16 years and 3 months.
Wait a minute, hold up. So this dude was facing 5 life sentences plus 75 years in prison, and the state gave him a plea deal for 16 years, 5 years time served, and y'all expect for him to turn that down. Y'all expect for him to remain loyal to YNW Melly. It don't work like that. Because I'm here to say, that's a hell of a deal. He should be high-fiving his lawyer. Hell, they offer him 40 years. That's a hell of a deal. You facing 5 life sentences, the state offer you 40 years, and you don't supposed to take that? But in this case, the state offered him 16 years, and y'all calling him a rat. Oh, man, this gonna hurt YNW Melly case. See, y'all don't give a damn about YNW Bortland. Y'all want to see Melly free. That's why y'all mad at him. Just tell it like it is. If YNW Melly accepted this same plea deal, y'all be like, man, YNW Melly be back. All he got is 5 more years left on his sentence. But now that he's the one that accepted the plea deal, and y'all think it might hurt Melly's case, now y'all in y'all feelings. Now he's a rat, he's a backstabber, he betrayed Melly, but y'all ignore the fact that when Melly went to trial and it ended in mistrial, he threw Bortland under the bus. His lawyer was talking about he's the one who did it. He was acting suspicious. So y'all sound crazy as hell, man. And I see why a lot of y'all ain't in the streets. Because y'all still don't understand the code. It ain't no street code. The only street code is every man for themselves. If I get jammed up, I got to find a way out this situation. YNW Bortland, 26 years old. He probably got a girl. Probably got a kid. If he don't, he want to have a kid. He thinking to himself, hey, man, I'm 26. Do these little 5 years. Get 6 years probation. Get out when I'm 31. I probably can presume my rap career. Maybe start a business, start a family, and get the hell out of Florida. That's what he's thinking about. Because no matter what you think about him, he still got a release date. 5 more years, he's free. YNW Melly might get hit with those life sentences. And a lot of y'all ain't ready for that conversation. A lot of you guys want to ignore it. A lot of you guys want to be in denial. That's why you really mad. Just keep it honest. Y'all ain't standing on logic. Y'all ain't standing on principle. Y'all ain't standing on business. And YNW Melly took this same plea, y'all would be happy as hell. Y'all be high-fiving each other. Yeah, Melly got a real deal. Yeah, Melly will be home. Yeah, we know what it is. Let's continue.
16 years and 3 months. All of those sentences will run concurrently, that is at the same time with each other. I would give you credit for all the time that you have served, understanding that you have a lot less credit time on the 23 case because it's a newer case. So that is what would be controlling. Whatever credit time you have on the 23 case, you could subtract that from the 100
I think he actually has more time on the 23 case than the 19 case out of custody.
Oh, okay. Well, whichever case you have more time, less time in custody, that's what would happen. And you get the credit for all the time that you've served. And again, that sentence would be 16 years, a shade over 16 years, 3 months in Florida State Prison. I would have to order restitution. The state would tell me the amount of that restitution. That restitution would be joint and several with any of your other co-defendants. If any of the other co-defendants were convicted at trial or entered pleas. In other words, the restitution only has to be paid once, but each person's responsible for 100% of it. All right, but as soon as it's paid, it's paid. I would have to impose mandatory court costs in each case, and I would have to impose a mandatory cost of prosecution in each case, which is $100. So, Mr. Henry, do you understand the offer that the state is making to you? Okay, the 16 years, 3 months, and a shade more. So I'm going to pause on it at this point, Mr. Henry. It's going to give you some time, whether that be tonight or also over the weekend, to talk to your lawyers about it, make sure they answer all your questions, talk to your family about it so you can make a decision as to what you want to do. Now, let me explain this to you, sir. I can't make the state make you an offer, and I can't make you accept any offer. I'm just the referee, okay? This is a business decision between you, your lawyers, and the state. And if you want to accept it and resolve both cases that way, that's fine with me. And if you want to have a trial in both cases, that's fine with me too. It doesn't matter to me in any way, shape, or form. But whether it be tomorrow, when I see you tomorrow, and then Ms. Wilcox, she already has tomorrow at 9 o'clock, that'll remain on. But I'll put them on, both cases as well, next Tuesday, which is September the 9th. Let's just call it 1:30 in the afternoon. September the 9th at 1:30 in the afternoon, we'll call it.
Now, he ended up taking the plea deal. He did what was right. And I'm going to tell you the real reason why I think YNW Bortland took the plea deal. I'm blaming Gunner. Because you see how much we love Gunner. Everybody accused Gunner of snitching. Everybody called him a rat. He came right out of prison, making that music, working out, and now everybody loves Gunner. Everybody takes up for Gunner. Gunner end up looking right, and Young Thug end up looking like a damn fool. So I think that's why Bortland took this deal. He like, man, take this little plea deal, do my little 5 years. I come out, get back to the music. They might love me like they love Gunner. They accuse Gunner of ratting. Young Thug been exposed as a snitch. So what I did is not that wrong. And Bortland didn't even really snitch. He might have dry snitched because he copped out to some shit that might hurt YNW Melly. But when you taking that plea deal, you can't look out for the other man. He ain't been speaking to YNW Melly. They ain't on the same page. He don't know what the hell to do. So it's every man for themselves. Just like I think YNW Melly probably thinking the same thing. Now I know YNW Melly family is probably mad. I know his mom was at court. She looked upset. She like, damn, you ruining my son's case. Because she don't give a damn about Bortland. She care about Melly. And I'm pretty sure Bortland family is telling him, his dad, his mom, his sister, his brother, his girl, they probably tell him, man, take that plea. What you trying to prove something to the streets for? Because I'm going to tell you what's going to end up happening. If I was facing 5 life sentences, 75 years plus, and they offered me a 16-year plea deal, and I rejected it, I take it to trial and gets found guilty and gets sentenced to life without parole, oh man, I might just pass out. Oh, they're gonna bring the bitch out of me. I'm telling you, soon as the judge say guilty, I'm crying, I'm falling out. Oh, but they're gonna have to drag me out that courtroom. Cause I know I blew it. So he couldn't afford to take that risk. I don't understand why y'all don't see that. I don't understand why y'all really think he's supposed to turn down a 16-year plea deal. If he was your brother, if he was your family, if he was your uncle, he was your loved one, let's keep it a buck. You will encourage Bortland to take the 16 years. And if he try to tell you, man, I got to stick to the street code. I think if I take it, it might hurt Melly. You going to say F Melly. Fuck what Melly talking about. Shit, we trying to get you on. We going to say a prayer for him, but that's about it. Let's keep it real, y'all. Because I don't like all this fake stuff y'all doing. All that fake outrage. Oh, he ain't street. Oh, man, he betrayed Melly. This ain't right. He ain't solid. Nigga, you ain't solid. You do the same thing he doing. Nigga, I did a day in jail. I know what it's like. I know what the food tastes like. I seen grown men tickling each other. Come on, y'all. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Nobody want to spend years in jail, especially life. Man, 26 years old. He got a chance to get out when he's 31. Live an honest, healthy life. Why not take the plea deal? Now, I'm going to pray for Melly. I hope it serves him well. I hope he beat his case, but let's just keep it a buck, man. More than likely, he's going to be found guilty. It is what it is. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this whole situation. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Leave a comment. Share this video. I love you guys. Peace.